Hey, it's Jack. So the other day, Tuesday, I'm down at the Seaport and I noticed that the chapel by the corner of Sleeper Street and Seaport Boulevard had yet to begun construction. And I remembered that the Herald and a couple of other news outlets reported back in November that a groundbreaking had already occurred. Now the chapel is supposed to go on a parcel right at the corner of Sleeper Street. There's supposed to be an acre park in front, the chapel, and then behind that on another block called Block J, a commercial development. But nothing's happened. It's still a parking lot, as it's always been for quite some time now. So it ends up that I tweeted out a couple of pictures, asked a question or two, and the reporter at the Herald, I'm going to mispronounce her name, forgive me in advance, Donna Goodison, she ran with it, all credit to her, and found out that there's been a court case pending since last fall that is slowing down the entire project. And what is at stake here is a potential easement that the abutters may own over both or one of the parcels. It's a little bit unsure exactly which parcel it is, but they've had efforts in the past to extinguish the easement on parcel J, and I think the question outstanding is whether or not that easement still exists over parcel H, which is where the chapel would be built. Now, this has some interesting questions, not only for the Seaport. Let's just take the chapel first. The Seaport is by far devoid of enough civic spaces. In the construction of a chapel, this happens to be a Catholic chapel, or any house of worship really, is a place of civic gathering, and it is one of those places that is going to bring people down to the Seaport at times that you wouldn't necessarily be using the Seaport, like, hey, Sunday morning. And so it's one of those things that could invigorate some street traffic and foot traffic in the area so that the Seaport isn't of itself just an extension of the financial district. And if you've ever been there on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, it's like a ghost town. Now, second question I also had was whether or not, because the chapel relocation is a replacement effectively for Our Lady of Good Voyage, which is my favorite building in the Seaport, down just a short distance away, built in 1952. That parcel is called Parcel D, and that location is slated for additional development. So whether or not this easement lawsuit reported in today's Herald, and I'll link that up for you today, is going to have a ripple effect upon Seaport Square is a major outstanding question. So all credit to the Herald for looking into the story, and I'll keep it up to date with you as it develops. And thanks for watching. Talk to you again. Bye-bye.